Hello, everyone. This is Doug Davis, broker in charge for Caron Realty. And today I'd like to talk about um, thoughts on your estate. And I get this question uh, it's a lot. A considerable number of people ask about what they should do, and oh, they have a will, so they're all set, and you're not. It's so this is what it is. What do you do with your real estate when you're old? But it's not when you're old. You should do it now. Even if you're young, you should get everything set up so if you get run over by a truck, you're set. So okay, so the documents that I'm talking about, you need to have a trust attorney prepare all of this for you. So this is all legal stuff, but it's simple. You just need to make an appointment and get it done. So you need to have a trust. You need to have your will. You need to have what is called a durable power of attorney. And you need to have your healthcare directive. If you don't have all four, you're not done. It's only partially done. You have to have all four documents ready. Okay, so the trust is how you hold your wealth, your property, your savings account, your car, your assets, art, all that stuff, all goes into the trust. And it tells what happens when you pass away. Similar to what your will does. So you get both of these things and they kind of go hand in hand. And again, you just have the trust attorney do both and you're done with that. They can also do your durable power of attorney, which is not like a power of attorney. It's for when you're incapacitated, you're not of sound mind, and then your designated person, family member, hopefully, can take care of your affairs. If you, this is kind of crummy stuff to talk about, but if you're no longer of sound mind and you live another 5 years, who's going to be paying your bills? Your mortgage payments, your maintenance fees, your health providers, food. You can't write a check anymore. So you need someone that has authority that you can present to the bank to show that I can sign your checking account. So durable power of attorney. And that is enacted by a physician. Says, yeah, you can't do this anymore. So this person does it, that you designated when you were able. Okay, so trust, will, durable power of attorney, and then you might as well get this one done too. It's the healthcare directive. Do you want to live in a bed for 3 years with tubes going everywhere, or do you want to go naturally? What do you get buried? Do you get cremated? All of those things. There's like 20 questions that they ask you, and you just get it over with. Okay, so trust, will, durable power of attorney, and your healthcare directive. That's what you need to do. So, okay, so what do I hear? So here's some examples. I've seen so many families where they have one house, the family house, and they leave it to 3 kids, 4 kids. Even if it's 2, you leave one thing for multiple people. So what I usually see is one of the children is the healthcare provider. They live with the elder and take care of them for years, and it's really hard work. And you do everything. You cook, you clean, you're doing the whole 9 yards. And they're in the house, living with usually mom or dad, or both, taking care of them. And then they both pass away, and that child is in the house. Well, now they should start paying rent, because now the kids own say 4 kids own one property, there's one person in there, well, they did more work, so maybe they don't want to pay rent. And they don't want it to sell because they're comfortable there. But some of the other kids are on the mainland and they'd like to have the division of the estate. So unfortunately, they have this gift, but then they sue each other. Oh gosh, that's not a good way to leave your estate. So maybe you should say, buy each other out if you want it. Or if you can't figure it out, say in 12 months, the property has to be sold. And that's your directive that you leave in your documents that I've been talking about. So that would keep them from suing each other, which would be a terrible legacy. All right. I've had some people go buy 4 houses for 4 kids. So I'd love that. I can help you with that. Here's kind of the opposite. So what if you don't do these things? Well, you don't have a will, you don't have a trust, you haven't named anyone, and you pass away. Where does your property go? So does it go to your kids? No. It goes to the government. And do you really want that to happen? That's called escheating. It escheats to the government. And we need that as a tool so that the property doesn't just stay in limbo forever. It has to go to someone. And since you didn't do these 4 documents, then it just goes to the government. And I currently know someone who's got a half a dozen properties, and he didn't do that. And I don't believe he's of sound mind now. And all of that wealth that he accumulated and struggled with for his lifetime is gone. He could give it to a charity, he could give it to a best friend, not to the government, please. Anyway, so trust, will, durable power of attorney, and healthcare directive. You want to do all of those sorts of things. Also, if you don't do it correctly, then the property, your estate, goes into a probate. Well, you can navigate through a probate, but there's usually contention with that. It allows public scrutiny. People can see it. People can even bid on it, strangers, and get the property at a higher bid at the probate court during the confirmation. So you want to try to avoid probate too. And gosh, there's just almost everyone doesn't have these 4 things done. It's just almost everyone. It's really tough when you get really old to be able to pull all of these things off again. So anyway, that's my thoughts for you. Please do those 4 documents and get this done. Do it now before you get run over by a truck or get the virus, gosh, and just get these things done. All right, if you have questions, love to hear from them, or if you have topics you'd like to hear, I'm open to that, and hope you all have a great day. Thanks.